Hey guys, it's Ron Lyons, the Tactical Redneck, and today I'm going to take you back in time to 2019, a time when myself and another buddy of mine who's also a retired law enforcement officer decided to make a Cop Caddy. And what's a Cop Caddy? Well, it's a place, usually a thing that you hang on the wall, or maybe it stands on its own where you put all of your gear at the end of your shift if you're a cop. But here's what's really, really cool. It's not just for cops. If you're a tactically minded person and you have a lot of EDC type gear, then it can work equally well for you. So what I'm going to do is tie in some of that old footage from 2019 and kind of walk you through the steps, give you a material list, and kind of wrap it all up at the end on how to make one of these really amazing, I'm going to call it a Cop Caddy, but it's honestly just a place to put all of your gear. All right, now let's talk about some of the supplies that you need in order to build this Cop Caddy or this EDC station. First of all, I would go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get yourself a piece of 3/4 inch thick, 2 foot by 4 foot pre-sanded plywood. That makes basically the back side of the structure that everything else can then be built on. Now you're gonna need some little shelves. And in my case, we have a place called Hobby Lobby, but any sort of a hobby type store, a craft store should be able to have those things. And what we did is we went ahead and got a longer wooden shelf for the top and then a shorter one for the bottom, but you could literally dream up any sort of a combination that you like. And then on the very bottom of this thing, we bought a bar, and it's not like a towel rack, but it's very similar to that, a little stronger, a little more sturdy than that. And then any combination of like hooks and things like that. So if you have small things with like lanyards and that sort of thing, and you want like smaller like teacup hooks, but if you have something like a duty belt or something like that, then you're going to need a more substantial hook that you can screw into that backboard. And then of course you're going to need some paint. And we painted ours solid black. We did it in glossy black. You can get as creative as you want to get with that and make it any way you want. Now ours turned out pretty awesome, but you can literally do it any way you like. Then you're going to need some wood screws, and I would have an assortment of wood screws. Everything from 1 inch all the way on up to 1.5 inches should get you taken care of. And then, of course, if you want to hang this thing on the wall, you're going to need some way to hang it up. So you can do that in a number of different ways. We literally just took our Cop Caddy or EDC station, put it on the board, we located studs, and we just put screws right through that thing and into the wall, made it extremely sturdy. So you can add to this, you can take away from this, but the whole thing doesn't cost a whole lot of money. It's fairly easy to build, and I think you're going to enjoy having all of your gear and your equipment, EDC, law enforcement, security, or whatever, all in one place.
When did we make it so cold? The air is too thick to breathe. I wonder when you're coming home at 4:05. Just where have you been? I can tell from your breath that you've been drinking. Lying seems so easy to you. Just wanna know what you're thinking. Nothing comes easy when it comes to you. You said you wanted to know me, but did you even try? All you do is find new ways to hurt me. You just wanna act like it's fine, but it's not alright. You just act like it's fine. Oh no, it's not alright. No, it's not alright. It's not alright. Remember all those good times? Was it all just a scene? Now all we do is put out the fires. It's not how we used to be. I can sit here and talk about the memories, but I guess that's not what you want.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that trip back in time to, pre-COVID and a time when I was about 50 pounds heavier. So I'm kind of happy going back and looking at all that old stuff. But I truly hope that you were inspired by me and Brad Kaufman's effort to make an EDC station / Cop Caddy, or whatever you want to call it. It really doesn't require an awful lot of skills. It doesn't require a lot of tools, and it's very economical. So if you've got any ideas, here's what I'd like for you to do. Share them in the comments below. People read those comments, like-minded people just like us read those comments. And I'd love for people to get inspired by whatever feedback or ideas you have. And if you've got a Cop Caddy right now, tell us about it. If you've got something in mind that you would have done different than what we did, which is very likely because me and Brad are not exactly the two most creative guys in the world. You can tell that from how we put that thing together. But you know what? It worked. It worked really well. But share those comments and let's support this community and help each other out. Also, if you will, go to tacticalredneck.com. Check out everything there. We've always got all kinds of cool merch and stuff on there, but we also have what we call the Tactical Redneck Learning section. Basically, that's a lot of articles and things like that that can help you with bug out bags, EDC type stuff, law enforcement related things, you name it. There's all kinds of stuff there, and it's growing literally daily. We also just now reached our 1,000th subscriber right here on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing because we got wiped out a while back by the cancel culture. You probably know that story. I'm not going to bore you with that story again, but it's such a great thing to see this community coming back together again. Some of the old names, some of the old faces, and a whole lot of new. And we just appreciate you so very much for that, guys. So anyways, until the next video, guys, stay safe and God bless.
Find new ways to hurt me when you just wanna act like it's fine, but it's not alright. It's not alright. No, it's not